Men who live in Europe, at the subconscious level, choose women with a thin waist. According to research, couples who met during a dangerous situation are much stronger than those who met in a restaurant. When kissing, 65% of people tilt their head to the right. Women prefer to communicate with the opposite sex at a close range. 4 minutes is enough for a person to understand whether it is worth building a relationship with this or that person. Partners who share common interests are more likely to separate out of boredom. To relieve stress or depression, simply hold the hand of your loved one. Subconsciously, we have romantic feelings for a person who bears similarities to one of the parents. Using antidepressants can dull the senses. Closeness is an indicator of love. For this reason, colleagues quite often fall in love with each other. Most often, when choosing a partner, people pay attention to the face, not the figure. Girls most often pay attention to guys who have life goals and ambitions. And also on those who are taller than them. Time has an incredibly powerful effect on love. 40% of lovers who have been rejected go into clinical depression. If the friendship develops into more serious feelings, then the relationship will be strong. In a state of love in men, visual perception begins to work more actively. Whereas women develop the part of the brain that is responsible for memory. Most often, those people fall in love who do not want it at the moment. A closer look can help reawaken feelings. The longer a man takes to courting a woman, the higher the likelihood that their marriage will be happy. After a few years, passion leaves the relationship. If people in love look into each other's eyes, then their hearts begin to beat in unison. If there is love in a relationship, then this does not mean that the marriage will be successful. This is influenced by many factors. Romance in a relationship can be no more than a year. This can be explained by the fact that the brain cannot stay in this state for longer. According to polls, Australian women are more likely to have sex on the first date. In a relationship, one of the partners always loves more and more. The faces of people who have been in a relationship for a long time become similar. Scientists have found that couples who bring their relationship to the public have stronger feelings for each other. Relationships acquire stability starting from the 9th year of marriage. Many people experience physical pain when viewing pictures together after a breakup. According to statistics, most often couples file for divorce after 5 years of marriage. Every second person considers the other half as their property. Many men are in no hurry to introduce their girls to friends and relatives. And girls, on the contrary, almost always try to introduce their man to their loved ones. Falling in love gives strength to perform risky acts. An interesting fact is that 38% of people live in the world who will not be able to find a soulmate and will not feel happy in marriage. Mistrust is the main reason for quarrels between lovers. There are 64 sexual positions depicted in the Kama Sutra. But according to research, a person can only repeat 40 of them. 35% of people who are looking for dating for sexual relations on the internet are married. 1 in 3 couples experiences a relationship crisis after marriage or after childbirth. Women who read romance novels have 74% more sex with their loved ones than those who dislike the genre. The semen contains dopamine, which promotes the development of feelings and love. If a man masturbates in a relationship, then the level of anxiety in both partners decreases. On average, a person spends about 25 days or 600 hours on sex. Thinking about romance and sex can help develop creativity. Jealousy occurs due to an increase in hormone levels in people in love. According to surveys, most often partners cheat with the best friend or girlfriend of a loved one. Men are much moodier in relationships than women. When a person looks at their soulmate, their pupils dilate. A guy can fall in love with a girl in just a few minutes. At the mention of love, an image of a loved one appears in every person's head. Very often couples break up because they give the other half qualities that she does not possess. Women prefer men not to talk about love unless they are in the mood for a serious relationship. 43% of people have a feeling of dread of meeting a loved one. If on the first date a man looks into the eyes of a woman for more than 8.2 seconds, this means that he is in love. Viewing sexy photos increases attraction. Men who are distinguished by their beautiful appearance prefer to choose ordinary girls as wives. Most often, men are the first to admit their own feelings. Oddly enough, education levels affect relationships. If he is equal, then the chances of building a strong family are much higher. According to statistics, 2 out of 5 people choose their first love as a wife. Married students feel much more relaxed before exams.